Okay, well, it's been a few days since we filmed anything. We got all of the soffit and fascia put on. And then yesterday the gutter guys came and put on all new gutters and downspouts. And then the steel ended up showing up, so we've got all of our metal. Frosted charcoal color, brown kind of. It's pretty neat looking stuff, almost has like a texture to it. So what we're gonna do today is start wrapping J-channel on everything and getting our rat guard, the starter with the steel sets on the bottom, start setting it, and J-channeling around all the windows and getting ready to start hanging steel. And I'm gonna get to work. Alright, I've started hanging some J-channel now. Going around all the windows and doors, and we're gonna put the J-channel here against the side of the trim, and then later we're gonna replace some of these windows and then break aluminum trim to cap over top of this. That way there'll be no wood on the exterior to maintain. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna keep wrapping. We've got a whole bunch of windows to do. Okay, we're back out here this morning and getting ready to start putting siding on this side of the building. It'll be the south side. We just took a bunch of time and measured from the rat guard that the steel sits on up to the center of each piece of siding, roughly 30 inches apart, and that'll give us all of our screw lines. And then what we do is we drill the whole stack of steel, and it puts all the screws in order and all lined up so all the screw lines are straight. And they all hit roughly on the middle of each siding board. So that's what we're doing here now, and get these pre-drilled and get hanging. Alright, so we're making a little bit of progress. Got a few pieces over here. It's kind of slow going just because of all the windows, and down there there's a section we're going to go around that's going to be board and batten wood siding. We'll work our way across. It's going to take a little bit. Okay, push up. You need to come down any, or? I could a little bit if you need it. Pretty good right there. we got this in done. I didn't quite get it on the time lapse. The camera got a little bit hot from the sun and shut itself off. Only thing we gotta do over here before we move around to the front is to run our J channel around this behind here. And I think the plan as of now is to repair the bad pieces of this siding, like stuff like this, and just paint this. And there'll actually be an awning going across the top, and then it'll be white siding inside of that. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get some J channel and run it all the way around both sides and the top and get it done. I got a wasp trying to attack me here. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to move around to the front. We got the front side done yesterday. Besides the trim coil around the windows, we still got to bend and wrap white aluminum around all the window frames. This lower side around the tall windows is all going to be cleaned up and painted white. They wanted to leave it wood. And there will actually be a awning going across here, and I think it's going to come on out maybe just enough to cover the sidewalk, so that should be pretty cool. And then today we're going to start on this side. Another big wall, a whole bunch of windows to cut around, but Matt's starting to do J channel now, so we're going to get it knocked out. Yeah. On the north side of the building today. Dad and Matt are cutting me a piece now. We've just kind of got moving here. Set a few pieces. Kind of a tricky spot. We got this shed real close to the building, and you can't see it, but it steps down like 4 feet right there. So there's kind of a hill and a hole they got to walk down into. But we're working our way across. It's going pretty good. Turn out looking pretty nice. The more blue we get covered up, the better this building looks. Another beautiful day too. Okay, so this is the progress we made yesterday. We started on that corner there. This was kind of a tricky spot because of this hole back here and having to work between this shed, but we got through it and a bunch of windows cut around. Basically, we think this is the hard part of the wall. Probably halfway down the building, and then this is the section that we're gonna get hung today. Try to get it finished all the way to the corner and put the corner trim on. Morning. Alright, this side finished. Actually, it only took us half a day to do half the wall. It went really well. Matt's picking up all the little metal pieces from the magnet. So this side's basically got 3 sides of the building done. Only thing we got to do on these now is wrap the windows with aluminum. Turned out looking pretty good. It's a lot better than the blue, that's for sure. And then this is the plan for next week. We're starting back here, and this is the last side of the building. We'll have the whole outside wrapped in steel. This one will be a little bit tricky. It's kind of a hill here, so it's gonna be tricky figuring out where to put the lift, but and get it figured out. And it might be a little bit slow going around all the electric meters and all that, and then we've got a power line up there that we got to be careful with, but other than that, shouldn't be too bad. We'll see you next week. Alright, we're out here today. We're starting the last side. We hung a couple pieces on the end yesterday evening. But we're gonna get moving here. I'll get a time lapse going. Alright, here we are. Got the siding all done now. We hung the last few pieces there. My time lapse ended up not running for some reason. Still a little bit of a YouTube rookie, but I'm learning as I go here. So we finished that up, and then yesterday came and started wrapping windows with aluminum, covering up all the old trim. We made sills and casing, and we're caulking them all into the window and then also into the J-channel, the siding, getting it all sealed up good. So really, this is the first side that's completely done. It's looking pretty good. So today I'm actually starting around this back side. I've already done a couple back here. couple up top. We only have the lift for a couple more days, so we're trying to get all the high stuff done we can while we've got it here. So, all right, I'm gonna get to work. Now here's the progress today. Wrapped that many windows. So tomorrow I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows back here. So I should be able to finish this backside and hopefully get a couple done on the front tomorrow. But they're turning out pretty good. There's the before. Old nasty wood and everything peeling off. And here's the after. Aluminum completely wrapped and caulked in and be maintenance free now. We're getting there. See how much we get done tomorrow. Alright, so here we are. We just finished up trimming out the last windows today. Did those ones across the top there, from started at the corner and all the way across, and all the lower ones today. Didn't really film a whole lot. We've been kind of under a time crunch. We only had the lift for a month and we started running out of time, so didn't take much time to do the filming. I figure I walk around here and at least give you a little shot of what it looks like done. We still have to put awnings above the entryways. There's going to be, I think they're going to come out 4 feet roughly. Going to be awning above the doors over there, then an awning above this corner, and then also all the way around the front of the building. We still have some siding to put underneath all of these windows and trim all of them out. And this all still needs caulked and painted to seal the new glass in. And then there'll be an entry door here that we still need to put in. He's gonna get I think he's getting a 3-foot door, like a larger door with side lights on the sides. Get as much light in there as possible. Did all those windows at the end of last week. And then this side's all buttoned up also. So yeah, so that's where we're at. We're pulling off of this job for a couple weeks and going and doing a few other things. Well, I guess we'll see you then. A little update here on the front. Haven't been recording a whole lot lately, just been really busy. We installed these awnings across the front, and then one on this side here, and then one down there over top of the doorway. And we've trimmed everything out and set new doors, a bunch of caulking and painting. These are the doors we put in here. Pretty nice looking. Dark color wood up against the white looks really nice. And then also, something I didn't have recorded, we finished up our entrance to the basement down here. And we formed and poured these 2 retaining walls. Also used some of the sandstone that we had from the basement to hold a little bit of extra dirt back there. Turned out pretty cool. And while we did that, we also poured this grate in here. Made a big basin to catch all the water that comes down this ramp. It gets quite a bit down in here when it rains really hard. And then we've got a drain right there. It's hard to see. And it goes right into the perimeter tile that goes into the sump pump and pumps it out. Other than that, it's about what we've been up to. The basement's coming along. They've had the HVAC guys down here. They actually fired the furnace up today for the first time. They've got it all ducked in and all hooked up. We ran the new gas lines to it, power, and got it running. This is just for this unit, the one side, and then the other side is going to have its own furnace, basically a mirror image of this one. There'll be one here and then one here that handles that whole side of the building. So that's pretty much where we're at. Figured I'd give a little update. It's been a while. It's been kind of crazy. All right, go bring some concrete.